Once people began to farm and to settle in permanent villages, the population grew rapidly.
Begitu orang mulai bertani dan menetap di desa-desa permanen, populasinya tumbuh pesat.
Towns grew up with a more complex way of life.
Kota tumbuh dengan cara hidup yang lebih kompleks.
More houses were built and services were established for the people of the town to use, such as roads, drainage systems, and shops.
Lebih banyak rumah dibangun dan layanan didirikan untuk digunakan masyarakat kota, seperti jalan, sistem drainase, dan toko.
Trade also between the towns, as neighboring farmers bought and sold any surplus produce.
Perdagangan juga antar kota, karena petani tetangga membeli dan menjual hasil surplus.
Specialist craft workers produced clay pots, jars, and cooking vessels.
Pekerja kerajinan spesialis memproduksi pot tanah liat, toples, dan bejana masak.
Others carved figurines and fine jewelry for us by the townspeople and for trade.
Yang lain mengukir patung-patung dan perhiasan untuk kami oleh orang-orang kota dan untuk perdagangan.
Little is known about the first towns.
Sedikit yang diketahui tentang kota-kota pertama.
The ruins of two ancient towns, however, have provided archaeologists with fascinating glimpses into the past: Jericho in Jordan in the Near East, and Katal Huyuk in Turkey.
Reruntuhan dua kota kuno, bagaimanapun, telah memberi para arkeolog pandangan sekilas yang menarik ke masa lalu: Jericho di Yordania di timur dekat, dan Katal Huyuk di Turki.
Dating from about 8000 BC, Jericho was one of the oldest towns to be examined by archaeologists.
Berasal dari sekitar 8000 SM, Jericho adalah salah satu kota tertua yang diperiksa oleh para arkeolog.
The town was constructed near a natural spring, which was ideal for watering farmers' fields.
Ini dibangun di dekat mata air alami, yang ideal untuk menyirami ladang petani.
Wheat and barley were grown, with sheep and goats raised for their meat.
Gandum dan jelai ditanam, dengan domba dan kambing diternakan untuk diambil dagingnya.
Jericho also stood on an important trade route and quickly grew wealthy.
Jericho juga berdiri di jalur perdagangan yang penting dan dengan cepat menjadi kaya.
Among the goods traded were obsidian, a volcanic, glassy rock, shells and semi-precious stones used to make necklaces.
Di antara barang-barang yang diperdagangkan adalah obsidian, batu vulkanik, kaca, kerang dan batu semi mulia yang digunakan untuk membuat kalung.
To defend itself from envious neighbors, the town was surrounded by massive stone walls, some 3 meters thick and more than 5 meters high, with a great, circular watchtower 9 meters tall.
Untuk mempertahankan diri dari tetangga yang iri, kota itu dikelilingi oleh tembok batu besar, sekitar 3 meter tebalnya dan lebih dari 5 meter tingginya, dengan menara pengawas melingkar setinggi 9 meter.
Inside the walls stood small, circular houses made of mud bricks, shaped by hand and left to bake hard in the sun.
Di dalam dinding berdiri rumah-rumah kecil melingkar yang terbuat dari batu bata lumpur, dibentuk dengan tangan dan dibiarkan terpanggang keras di bawah sinar matahari.
Jericho's walls were destroyed many times, but not by invading enemies. Instead, they were toppled by a series of earthquakes.
Tembok Yerikho dihancurkan berkali-kali tetapi tidak dengan menyerang musuh. Sebaliknya, mereka digulingkan oleh serangkaian gempa bumi.
At one time, up to 2,000 people lived in Jericho. The people of Catalhuyuk were also successful farmers.
Pada suatu waktu, hingga 2.000 orang tinggal di Yerikho. Orang-orang Catalhuyuk juga petani yang sukses.
Thanks to the town's position on a fertile river plain, its people grew wheat, barley, and vegetables, although the town's wealth was also based on trade and cattle breeding.
Berkat posisi kota di dataran sungai yang subur, penduduknya menanam gandum, jelai, dan sayuran. Meskipun kekayaan kota juga didasarkan pada perdagangan dan peternakan.
The town controlled the trade in obsidian, for making tools and weapons, which was mined nearby.
Kota ini mengendalikan perdagangan obsidian, untuk membuat peralatan dan senjata, yang ditambang di dekatnya.
By 6500 BC, Catalhuyuk was flourishing and some 5,000 people lived there. For safety, they lived in interconnecting, rectangular houses with no doors.
Pada 6500 SM, Catalhuyuk berkembang dan sekitar 5.000 orang tinggal di sana. Demi keamanan, mereka tinggal di rumah-rumah persegi panjang yang saling berhubungan, tanpa pintu.
People entered their houses through holes in roofs, reached by long, wooden ladders were quickly drawn up, leaving no obvious means of entry.
Orang-orang memasuki rumah mereka melalui lubang-lubang di atap, dicapai dengan tangga kayu yang panjang dengan cepat ditarik, tanpa meninggalkan jalan masuk yang jelas.